a guy on a pogo stick. I love San Antonio.
How cool is that? The first armadillo. Oh my God. We're Marianne and Chris. In 2018, we quit the 9-to-5 and bought Trudy, our camper van.
We are currently on an adventure to drive the circumference of the world.
Good morning. We spent our first night ever at
Walmart!
Yes, we did. We are parked outside at the side of a huge Walmart. Look, they've even got a garage attached to the side of it. We had a good night's sleep here, apart from the Walmart lorry that parked just behind us here with this generator going on all night because it was waiting to deliver first thing in the morning.
And the internet was great. Thank you, Walmart.
Thank you very much.
What are you doing? Why don't you fold your clothes? They're all creased. Look at you.
Real van life. All my shirts are very creased because I didn't fold them properly. This morning, we're going to continue our journey sort of northwest and through Texas. And on the way, we're going to go and stop off in the city of San Antonio. So let's hit the road. Marianne parked so far away, I've got to get out. What are you doing, love? Okay. So here we are in downtown San Antonio.
Yes, we are.
And we thought we would have a look at this wonderful city. Everybody told us we have to come here, and so we couldn't just drive past. So we thought we'd pop in. There's a famous site we're going to, a lovely walk, and then we're going to find some food. So we literally parked Trudy right there, and right next door, we've come across something already.
Casa Navarro, signer of the Texas Declaration of Independence.
There you go.
And he stood right over there.
He is. There's a statue of him. It's definitely a good tip to come into these cities bright and early in the morning on a Saturday, because there is nobody here. It feels like a ghost town. And there's the courthouse. Always got a grand looking building for the courthouse. Walking around, there's very good signage. Riverwalk, that's where we're headed right now.
We found generally in the States, driving or walking, there are very good signage. Thank you.
So one thing you have to do if you come to San Antonio, everybody's told us, is to have a walk along the Riverwalk. And this is the San Antonio River, which goes straight through the heart of the city.
And I can see some canoes.
That's really nice, isn't it? Let's go and have a little walk down the river, my sweetness.
Let's. Everyone seems really friendly.
It's really lovely walking along the river. They've got all these flower beds with lovely flowers. And to see the people from the city coming down, they're walking their dogs, they're coming down to have their early morning run. It's got a really nice feel.
Little oasis in the city.
So we're just coming round the corner now. The river branches off. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. How beautiful is that?
This is what they're talking about.
I never expected. This is like Venice. We just had to stop again because how amazingly beautiful is this? They've got little tunnels going off under the buildings. The walkways are all lined with ferns. What a fantastic place.
It is a fabulous location. I'm loving this bench. Our friend Simon Butler actually made us one very similar to this. So thinking of you.
Yeah, look at that. What a rustic little bench here. You can sit and just watch the world go by. And then the trees here are the ones, they've got the weirdest, it's like they've been waxed. They're not really barked as we know it. There's bark, Jim, but not as we know it. What are those trees called then? These ones here. Isn't that weird? This walkway just keeps getting better and better. We've just turned around the corner and look, they've got all these little restaurants right on the river. What a fantastic place.
Look at this. This is so cool. They've got little touristic boats that go up and down, little barges. I don't know if the camera will pick this up. Can you hear the bugs?
So this piece of land opposite us is actually an island. It's called Bowen's Island and it's pretty well surrounded by the river. It was named after the postmaster, John Bowen, who built his house on this piece of land.
And I've just found out that this walkway actually featured in Miss Congeniality, the movie.
Really? When you look online at the things to do in San Antonio, this walking along the river is definitely one of the ones that is top on the list. And walking down here is just absolutely fantastic. There's statues, there's boat tours, there's waterfalls, there's beautiful nature and trees. And bridges. What a fantastic place. When we come out to these places on filming days, it's so hard not to overfilm. We keep telling ourselves, don't film too much. But walking around San Antonio today, down by the river, it is really hard not to stop and keep filming because everything is amazing. I mean, look at the bridge behind me. It looks like we're in Venice. And Marianne just spotted a hummingbird on the tree. Super fast, couldn't film it, but a little hummingbird just hovering there, having its breakfast.
I don't know if you've ever been to Cornwall, but the Minack Theatre has got a fabulous amphitheatre overlooking the sea. Look at this amphitheatre here. This is phenomenal. And it's overlooking this little stage just here. Oh, it just feels wonderful.
This is the pickup point for the boat tours there. Lots of people having breakfast, enjoying their day. Look, there's even an Irish pub.
La 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 la.
Do you know, when we came here and we started walking down the river, it was a pretty river, and we were saying it's nice to walk along the river, but I never expected the whole of the city centre to look like this. It's just really blown my mind. I think it's the prettiest city walk we've done in the States so far. So the Alamo is one of the most important historical sites here in the US. And it formed part of the fort here that was built way back in the 1700s. In 1836, the Battle of Alamo happened. And a small number of American troops were defending it with all their honor when 3,000 Mexican troops stormed them. The battle lasted just around 20 minutes. And even Davy Crockett was one of those fighting here.
After speaking to one of the descendants of the Alamo defenders, we learned about a unique story. That's something we didn't pick up online when we were researching. Bill Collins is actually the largest owner of a collection of Alamo artifacts and has in fact donated them back to the Alamo Society here, and they're building a museum at the back behind where the fort stands now. What a generous gift.
So if you do come to San Antonio, the Alamo is definitely somewhere that you have to come and visit, and you haven't seen the city unless you do. Anyway, now I think it's time to go and find some lunch.
Being in America, we've seen a lot of unexpected sights, but there's now a guy on a pogo stick.
I've been jumping since I was 8 years old. I've been all over the world doing these tricks and TV shows like The Tonight Show, Ellen, America's Got Talent. And I've actually broken over 15 Guinness World Records. Kick, running, fancy grab, no hands, no feet, nothing! One more! Keep it going!
That was great fun watching Pogo Fred do his thing. He is in the Guinness Book of Records.
And that's worth $10.
Thank you, Pogo Fred.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
So we've come down to this market square, which is apparently the largest Mexican market in America. So we thought
Beautiful.
we'd go and have a little walk around and get some Mexican for lunch today. What a fantastic place. Loads of stands, restaurants, music playing, people having fun. It's really busy as well. Just a fabulous feel.
I love San Antonio.
So the restaurant we were going to go into is absolutely rammed. It looks immensely cool, and if you do come here and it's not a bank holiday weekend,
Book the table.
I don't know whether you can book in advance, but it looks very cool. So we're gonna have to go and find some other food. Well, after eating far too much Mexican in that wonderful little Mexican restaurant, we are now jumping back into Trudy. We're gonna head into the countryside, out of the city. But before we do, there's a little place that we found online that we want to go and see. Yeah. That was funny because coming out of the car park, it only takes credit cards. And you know the problems we've been having with our card at the fuel pumps, and I just had a vision there we were going to get stuck. But it worked, no problem at all.
If you hadn't guessed, we're in Texas, and everyone says that everything is bigger in Texas.
Welcome to the world's largest pair of cowboy boots here in San Antonio. We just thought we saw these online and had to come and have a look. And they are big. We've got the aircon blasting. It's about 32 degrees today, and now we're heading out of the city and into the countryside to experience a bit of rural Texas.
Rural, y'all.
How y'all doing?
It's such a cool accent.
I think I sound Texan now.
I think you might actually
Might need to buy a
believe that.
cowboy hat.
I think you actually believe that, don't you?
Turned off the highway, and these are the first hills I think we've seen since being in the States. It's not flat.
It's not flat.
So we found this little park up. In Texas there are a number of picnic areas, And if you find an official picnic area, you're allowed to park at them for 24 hours. This one's cool, it's out of the country, and it's near the spot that we're going to go filming tomorrow. So we're just going to spend the rest of the afternoon chilling in this little picnic spot. This'll do, Ted.
This'll do, Ted. I'm loving the road map that Terry did for us. Thank you, Terry. And Thor added bits. We're very lucky.
We have a plan.
We have a plan.
But it's a mighty fine hot plan today, so I'm stopping. So we will see you a little bit later. So we're sat in what I can only describe as an oven.
Trudy is an oven today.
My goodness, it's very hot. Whose idea was it to insulate the van? Marianne, you're looking a bit sweaty.
Literally, my glasses are sliding off my nose. It's rather damp. Thank goodness for our fan.
We've got a couple of fans going. We're just catching up on a bit of editing.
There is no air moving.
No.
Yeah, I'm just putting the places on polar steps, and I'm going to start writing our weekly newsletter.
There you go. If you're not following us on Polar Steps and you want to know where we are, it's a free app, Polar Steps. Just search Tread the Globe and it tracks our route and where we actually are. It's pretty well live. Marianne's making a mess. She's opened the jar of pickles we bought from the farm shop. Have you got juice all over the map?
It's exploded on me, on the chair. It's gone everywhere. Oh,
Well, you said you wanted to cool down.
I think it's in my eye.
Have some tissue.
Thank you.
So if you remember, we bought these pickles at a crazy price at a farm shop. In fact, they were $13.
They better be good.
Marianne, are they worth $13?
I don't know, but I've realised I've got a very small cut. You know when you have that little tiny cut and a sharp bit? There we go.
Sharp.
They are sharp.
They're good.
They're okay.
$13 worth? No. Walmart, here we come.
We're literally sat in the van and Chris and I have just spotted an armadillo. Fortunately, it's not too close to the road because they can be roadkill. But it's an actual living armadillo. It's got a little bit close to the road, so Chris is trying to get between the road and it to try and get it back. Oh my god, I'm gonna put the camera under the van.
How cool is that? The first armadillo. I was worried I was gonna scare it and it was gonna run on the road, so I looped around and it bombed straight back under Trudy.
Everybody loves Trudy.
Ah, he's just walking down the wall. Good job.